What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Big Larry, and we are here with a different type of video today. We're gonna go over something that I'm always intrigued in is boxing. So I guess I'm gonna give my perspective or predictions on I believe is the Misfits Qatar, the super card. So I'm gonna probably give my predictions and my opinions on the fights. It's not that many fights. I think it's five? No, it's 6 fights. One is we're not sure about. So I'm gonna go over that and we're gonna see how this goes. So first fight of the night, I believe it is Jarvis versus Ben Williams. Now, with Jarvis versus Ben Williams, my opinion on that is going to be, I want to say 50-50, but I'm leaning more towards Jarvis, is because I think Jarvis has the better experience. Maybe no, because then Ben Williams did have a couple amateur fights. Because with Jarvis, he fought, I think he is 4-1, and his loss came to Gibb in the Kingpin tournament. So wow. But yeah, and then I think he had a recent fight in Mexico. I think that was a recent fight in Mexico and he won that. But I also want to bring up that if I do remember correctly, I don't think he had a problem with B Dave, but I think it was a performance we all thought it should have been a little better. So that's my thing with Jarvis in this fight. I feel like if he's going to beat Ben Williams, he has to show that he's better. And for Ben Williams, I believe this is a fight that he needs because of the last fight, the Warren Spence fight, because it was an early stoppage. Even though I felt like he was winning the fight, I think Warren Spence did do good. He was an older opponent, and he won by TKO. And the fight before that was the Fez Batista one. I think because that went to unanimous decision, he didn't put him away. But it's not like Ben Williams doesn't have finishing power. I think for this Jarvis fight, I think he would probably be more polished because it's an opponent that he needs. And if I'm correct, I don't think there's too many people in their division, the 154 division. Is it 154? I don't think there's too many people in their division. So I think with Ben Williams, he needs to win this fight, but my side is leaning towards Jarvis. Next fight up is hit my table. Next fight up is Deji, the return to Deji. We don't have a fight for Deji, so I don't know who he will be fighting. At first I thought it was going to be Alex Wasabi, but they said Alex Wasabi said he wasn't the guy who was fighting Deji, so I don't know. I just know I'll be excited to see Deji back in the ring because we haven't seen Deji for... When the heck did Deji last fought Swarms? Wow, that was a minute ago. Yeah, so I feel like with Deji, I think regardless of what the outcome is, people are just going to be excited to see Deji back in the ring, as long as he doesn't lose badly. That would be the thing. That would be the thing for Deji. So the next fight is Jay Swingler versus Nick Lamau 2. I think I'm gonna go with Nick Lamau in this situation. It might change after we've seen more video footage of their training and everything else. But I'm going with Nick Lamau because he did edge it out in the first fight, and Jay Swingler did make the mistake of not taking him too seriously. I think everybody didn't think Nick Lamau was going to be as good as he did in the ring, including myself. But I was like, I'm always under the impression never underestimate anybody, regardless of how goofy or how nice or you think they're one way. Never underestimate anybody, especially it's a fight too. All you need to do is get clipped in the head and you out. But I think for Nick Lamau, I don't want to call him the better boxer. I don't want to call Nick the better boxer because Jay Swingler is good. In like YouTube terms, influencer boxer terms, I think Jay Swingler is good. I don't want to say this is a 50-50. I do think it played into a fact that Jay did take him lightly the first fight, but I don't want to use that as an excuse, bro. Man, I'm going with Nick as my final choice. I think it will be by decision. I don't think anybody's gonna get knocked out. Depends how many rounds. I think this is a 4-round fight. I don't see anything about the rounds, and nothing's telling me how many rounds it's gonna be. So I do believe it's probably a 4-round. I think I'm gonna just leave this one to discussion. In the comments, whoever y'all think is gonna win this fight, just put it down in the comments. Now, this next one is one that I've been waiting for, and is Salt Papi versus King Kenny. I'm going to go the direction of King Kenny. The reason for that is because I think Kenny could beat Salt. I think Kenny has had the better. I think he has had the better line of opponents than Salt Papi. Because I think Salt Papi's biggest challenges was Anthony Taylor. And no, because he also, oh my gosh, what was his name? Regardless of the fact, I think he only had 2 major challenges. Salt's last fight, it was a challenge, but it wasn't a challenge that, it was just a guy that kept coming back. That's what it was. That's what it was for Salt. It was just a guy that just kept coming back. I don't think it was a real challenging fight for Salt. Because, the guy's name was Josh Bruckner. Oh my gosh. I apologize. I apologize, Josh. But yeah. Josh Bruckner, people thought Salt, that was going to be a difficult fight for Salt. Salt knocked him out. He put him down, and I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, I think Salt only had 3 potential tough fights, if not only 2. Not saying that Josh Bruckner wasn't a tough opponent. It's just that I don't think we got to see much of that fight from him. And the reason why I say King Kenny might win is because hopefully King Kenny works on his range. I feel like Kenny could use his range against Salt, because we haven't seen people use their range against Salt, or Salt hasn't fought that many people with range. The only person I could think that he fought with range was Josh Bruckner and Slim. And even in the fight with Slim didn't really use range. He kept it up close, which in a way benefited him. But I think with Kenny has that. With Kenny is like a toss up, because I think Kenny could get it done. This is just my personal opinion. I think Kenny could get it done, because they're both good boxers. They both have fighting experience. It's just that Kenny's is a up and down career, and Salt is just like, I think Salt only lost twice. Let me just check. Yeah, Salt only lost twice, and one of them was by KO. But with King Kenny, I believe he has lost 3 times. None of them were by KO though. I think for me, I don't consider the Anthony Taylor fight a loss. I don't consider that as a loss. So that's just my opinion. It's on the record, but I don't consider it a loss. So if I'm being honest, he had the Winterson win and he had the Adam Brooks win. This is a toss up, but I'm going with King Kenny. I'm just yapping here, bro. I honestly don't know who I got winning this fight, but I just know my heart is telling me Kenny. So we're gonna go on to the next fight. Alrighty then, we are at the main event. The main event of Anderson Gibb versus Slim. Bro, I don't care what anybody says. I like Gibb a lot. I think he is one of the better boxers in the influencer boxer scene. But something is telling me Slim. And I know that is probably the unpopular opinion, but I got Slim. Also off bias. I think every Slim fight I had Slim, because I don't know. For some reason I like Slim. And I think with Slim, it's just like people doubt him so much, he just wins. I think for me, is a possibility that Slim knocks Gibb out. I think this fight for sure, I know, is 8 rounds. I give Slim I would give him the 7th round knockout. But if he does this, if he tries to fight on the inside with Gibb, that's one thing I'm having trouble with this fight. Like, Slim did it with Salt Poppy. He did it with Salt Poppy. But I think Gibb is just, he moves around a lot more. So I don't think he should try to do that inside fighting with Gibb. I could be wrong, because he could have a whole different game plan than how he fought Salt. But I feel like as a fighter, you don't want to take that risk with Gibb, because Gibb brings that energy, and Slim does too. But it's like, I think they both bring the same energy, and I think that's why Slim got the upper hand on Salt, because Salt didn't have that energy what Slim was having. And can I also mention something too? I thought during that Prime card fight, I thought Slim was winning that fight. I think the commentary was a little biased towards Salt. That's just my opinion, because I was like, there was times where Salt wasn't really hitting Slim, and they was all saying, "Oh wow, Salt is taking over this fight," and I was like, I don't see. If we call blocked hits taking over a fight, I don't get it. I don't get it. And I was like, am I the only one that saw that Slim was winning this fight? That's probably just biases anyway. I will admit to being biased. But I thought Slim was winning that fight. And I don't think it was just a lucky hit. I think when Slim beat it Salt, I thought it was just like it was coming. I thought that was coming anyway. So, but I don't know. I get a lot of people is calling this a 50-50 fight. A lot of people saying Gib is gonna probably clean Slim. For me, I'm just going to say Slim, but I would not be mad if Gib wins. But my thing is, okay, if Gib wins, do we get the Gib and KSI fight? I don't know, because I don't see Gib fighting anybody else on Misfits, and I think that's the weird place with Misfits right now. You have these top people. Oh no, they did say the winner of freaking Salt and Kenny probably gets the next fight. So, hey, maybe if Gib wins, we get Gib versus Salt or Kenny. Or maybe if Slim wins, we get Slim versus Salt 2. Or Kenny versus Slim. I think Kenny and Slim would be a good fight, honestly. I think Kenny versus Slim would be a good fight. But my prediction for the main event: Slim, 7th round, knockout or TKO. Okay, that was all my predictions. Let me know what y'all thoughts are in the comments. Who y'all got winning fights? What matchups y'all want to see? And I think that's pretty much it. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video, do whatever you want with it. And also, God bless. Hope y'all have a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever time it is for y'all. And yeah, that's it pretty much. Peace.